Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Lauren with Reading is Fantastical. We have a great book review for you today. As you can see, we're trying a little bit different format to see what you guys think for 2026. I'm actually going using StreamYard and see if there's something that we want to continue to use, but we want to check it out and see what you think on this new episode here. So let me go ahead and get started in my usual format. Do you know about air? How about, the air that's in the air, and do you know where it comes from? Hmm? Okay, let's take a moment to see if we can see, smell, or touch air. What do you think? Let me go ahead and get to the next slide here. Let me switch it over and see what you think. And there it is. All right, there's the first book cover here. And of course, we always have a copy of said book. And here it is. It's called Our Air. Our Air. Let's check it out. All right, so here's the inside cover. Let me go ahead and get caught up here. I know it's a little bit small. We're going to check it out, but I'm going to go ahead and read for you just like we do in our usual format. It's easy to take the air for granted, right? Although it's always around us, we don't often give it much thought. We can't see, smell, or hear it, but we can certainly feel it move. And that breeze you feel on a windy day is part of a larger air current circling our planet Earth, of course, and bringing us all kinds of weather. Our air gives us life, right? And it makes up the atmosphere that protects us. And because everyone here on Earth shares it, it's important to take care of our air. Yes, with an expressive text and striking art, G. Brian Karras, who of course is the author, brings us air into focus, and will give readers a new appreciation for this precious substance. Wow, that's pretty cool. Let's go to the next page. All right, so I know it's very small here, but we want to make sure to give a credence to the copyright page. Of course, that gives information on the author as well as the illustrator and the publisher. Okay, so when you get the book, when you buy the book or go to your public library, you'll be able to see all the information here. And I'll see if I can add it to the comments or to the chat so you can get that information. But once again, it's on Amazon as well as any of your bookstores. All right. So here's the author page. As I mentioned earlier, is Our Air by G. Brian Karras. Hopefully I'm saying the name correctly. Let's go to the next page. All right. So let me go ahead and go to my front page here. So let's see. Are you ready to get to the story? Ready to get to the story? Are you sitting comfortably? Are you relaxed? Do you have your reading ears on? Do you have that? Are you being quiet so everyone can hear and understand and know what's going on? Are you keeping your hands to yourself? That's most important. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started here. And let's go to the next page. And there it is. Okay, let me get started here in the first page. It says here, I am the air. Okay, all you see is clouds, but the air is something you may not be able to see. In this case here is reading first page of this book. I am the air. Let's go to the next page. Ooh, let's go. What's this about? Okay, I've been with you since you were born, meaning the air. You breathe me in and breathe me out. You can see, oh, look at the little baby there. That's right, by the nurse and the doctor. Bringing you in, of course, the first thing you breathe was the air, of course. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Go to the next page. All right, you don't give me much thought, yet you know I'm always around. So do you even know that I'm there? Do you even know that? All right, let's go to the next page. All right, you can't see me, though. Sometimes it seems like you can. I wonder. Go to the next page. All right, so we see like a campfire thing going on. It's like a parent and the kids having a good time camping out outside. Let's read the bottom. You can't smell me. That's not me you smell. That's probably the food or the campfire or the wood burning or something like that, right? That's what it says at the bottom of the page. All right, let's go to the next page. All right. Please make sure as I'm going through, you like, share, and subscribe. And you can't hear me. What you hear is not me, but the sound waves that travel through me, you can't see those though. You can't see those either. That's what it says. Okay, now you see the sound waves coming through. Okay, and you see somebody talking. You see sound waves. You hear those sound waves and the air coming from outside because the window's open, right? Let's go to the next page. All right, so now you see, woo, you see all the wind blowing. Look at somebody's holding on to the hat, but you can feel me when I move. Talking about the air. You can feel it, right? Very good. Let's go to the next page. All right, you can also, okay, now you see the trees there. All right, you see all the snow and the wind and things of that nature. We can't see the wind, of course, we already saw that. But we see like the snowflakes coming down from the ground because it's cold outside here in this area. Go to the next page. You can also feel me. You can also feel what's in me. The moisture I contain has many forms: rain, snow, ice, and fog, or lack of these things. Determine what kinds of plants grow where and how people and animals live on Earth, right? You see somebody walking there with a walking stick out in the air. Okay, go to the next page. I also contain little bits of matter, some too small for your eyes to see. They can change the color of the sky and sometimes make your nose itch. Ooh, maybe catching a cold or something, right? Uh-oh, we don't want that. Okay, let's go to the next page. Ooh, there's the matter they talked about. Spores, seeds, pollen, dust. Sometimes we have allergies from the pollen, right? From dust, or we see water droplets. We see soot that's blowing in the air. Those are the things we see, not the air itself, but all those matter and particles that are in the air, right? Go to the next page. Ooh, look at this page. That looks pretty cool. Let's see what's happening here. Well, it looks like gusts of wind, the air moving about. You can't really see it, but you sure can feel it, right? It's not what's saying, but let's go to the next page. Now we see some writing here. And we see a house there with the water and a boat in the water. Okay, let's read what's on the page. The breeze coming in through your windows is one small part of a larger current, which feeds into and becomes one of the rivers of atmosphere that circle the planet, right? Go to the next page. Changes in temperature and pressure affect how I flow and blow as I move around the earth. And we see all the different meteorological terms here: jet stream and things of that nature. Jet stream up, since going down. And we see at the bottom there, Western Hemisphere, the direction that it goes, coming from the west, right? Go to the next page. This one's from the Eastern Hemisphere. Okay, very cool. Jet stream and the way it goes, depending on what country is in that air, is on the planet, what we're looking at. Very cool. Let's go to the next page. All right. Plants and animals have learned to adapt to my many climates, meaning the air, right? Or the animals have figured out what to do as well as the plants, right? Depending on what's going on. Okay, let's go to the next page. Oh, look at this. We see some windmills and harness my energy to thrive. So we see windmills that we have there. If the wind comes, turns the windmills, generates a power, and goes into the electrical wires that you see there, right? We get the telephone electrical wires. Very cool. Let's go to the next page. All right, what am I? Exactly. I am made up of mixture of gases. I'm the perfect combination of nitrogen and oxygen for life on Earth. Wow, there it is. We see the upper part of the atmosphere there, lower part of the atmosphere. We see nitrogen, oxygen, lots of that stuff going on. Okay, as I said earlier, a perfect combination of both of those for life on Earth. Okay, let's go to the next page. And I wasn't always this way. Let's figure out what else is going on with that. Go to the next page. For millions and millions of years, there were no living things on Earth. Wow, we see the volcanoes and things dropping onto the planet from out in the sky, right on the top part. Okay. And the sea at the bottom there, the same area. Of course, we see animals and stuff. Okay, now living in trees, growing. It took a long time. Let's go to the next page. Once again, the top with the volcanoes and stuff back in a long time ago, millions of years ago. And then we see at the bottom, but at this moment, you and everyone and everything are living in harmony with me. Right? So now we see people in the water swimming and fish and seagulls and all kinds of stuff, right? People playing. Very cool. Let's go back to the previous one again. There it is at the top, what it was a long time ago, where it is now. Go to the next page back again at the top, long time ago, and where it is now. Very cool. Go to the next page. All right. I am your protector. I do my best to shield you from harmful rays and temperatures that are too hot or too cold, and from heavy flying things, right? There it is. Okay. There's coming down to heavy flying things. Go to the next page. Ooh, there's this. Ooh, might be very bright. So make sure you don't look into the sunlight directly because it can harm your eyes, right? So the air sometimes shields it from what's too hot or too cold, right? Go to the next page. I'm not as strong as you may think. There is less of me, the higher, I should say, the higher you climb. From outer space, you can see just how little or of me there is. So now you see the air protector right around the planet from a long way up looking down, right? Go to the next page. Well, as if we're like maybe we're an astronaut in the air all the way in the atmosphere looking down at the planet, or actually look at the satellites. I am not everywhere. I'm not on every planet, and I am nowhere in space. So we're so blessed and happy and lucky to be on the earth that can sustain life, right? Go to the next page. You breathe me in and breathe me out. And so does the person next to you and the person far away too. So everyone on the planet does this. Okay, so everyone here, as well as, move to the next page, everyone over there. Okay, everywhere. And everyone is sharing me with everyone else. So it's important to everyone, regardless who it is. So everyone's important, right? So air is important to everybody. Go to the next page. All right. That's why it's so important to take care of me, meaning the air. I am here for you and everyone and everything on earth. I am the air. Next page. Okay. So now we see the water, potting soil. So air takes care of everybody, regardless of where you are, even the animals and plants. All right. Let's go to the next page. All right. So now we see author's note here about the earth, the air, and plants and animals. Very cool and good information. Make sure you review that to know more about what the author is trying to teach us. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Our Air. My name is Mr. Lauren. Reading is Fantastical. And let me know about this new format we're trying here. We're using StreamYard to see if we make it just more interactive and more of a fun platform. Take care and have a great day.